What is up, everybody? Hope you're doing well. I wanted to do a pickups video where I show a couple of things. Usually I focus on one or two pieces, but I think it kind of makes sense to aggregate more smaller pieces and pieces that I love, but I still think one video would be too much to focus on one item. So I sort of like, I don't know how many pieces I have here, like 7, 8-ish. Just random recent pickups. Hope you enjoy it. Right, if you like this comment, let me know that in the comments. If not, please also let me know. Maybe not in the comments, shoot me a message. No, kidding. So jump right in. Maybe 2 books that I wanted to share. So the first one that I bought was the old Kafka. I think it's important to read. Wanted to put this out there. And Kafka kind of makes sense for, I don't know, the avant-garde minded, interested people, I think. So yeah, really excited to get this one. And now for the art geeks, this is the Alberto Giacometti and Francis Bacon book. I recently bought the Giacometti studio book. So it's basically a book about his atelier, which was in France. Kind of a cool book, kind of highly recommend it. I'll link it down below so you can check it out. Super interesting. And then also I read the biography of Francis Bacon. So I thought it makes sense to combine the two with this book. Kind of a good book. Looks high quality, good pictures, a lot of text. Haven't read too much yet, but super excited to read this. So those were my 2 pickups on the book side, I guess. Now, maybe let me give you a quick overview on 2 pieces that I bought jewelry wise, right? So the necklace I've had for years, but actually you can see this here. Still have stains from dyeing belts. So it is a bullet. So it's a silver, literally silver bullet. And I bought this on eBay, right? And this is one of those things. So maybe give you a bit of background. So in Bavaria here, part of Germany, there's this tradition you have Lederhosen, right? So you have the Oktoberfest, which is like the biggest folk festival, I guess, which is once a year where everybody gets drunk. And there's this tradition for like hundreds of years. You have short leather pants or Lederhosen, and then you basically have like a small chain there attached to your belt loops, and then you have a number of pendants basically hanging down there, and each of those pendants basically have a different story to tell. So let's say you're a hunter, you basically shoot a deer, and then you put like a piece of tooth of that deer, and then you have a story to tell, etc. So this is a real bullet that a hunter basically shot. And then this was basically put in a silver cast, I guess. And then it's supposed to be hanging on your leather pants, but I thought it was a cool touch to just use it as a pendant. And then the same idea with my bracelet that you see here. So that's actually the chain that is supposed to hang on your leather pants. It's a silver, high quality stuff, kind of a unique design. And so I decided to put it on like this. Kind of unique, cool touch, I think. Can be annoying as well, right, with this thing, because it always gets stuck in fabric. Like when I wear stuff, kind of always gets stuck there. Might destroy a piece or 2, but I think it's still a unique bracelet, right? And let me give you a overview of the building. So it's a pretty cool twisted bracelet. So yeah, those were the 2 new pieces that I have on the jewelry front. And then maybe to finish off accessories, I have 2 Balaclava hats. So if you follow me on Instagram, a couple of weeks or months ago, I asked you guys if you know who manufactures those. And backstory is I found a picture on Tumblr a while ago with those Balaclavas. They're like destroyed and like handmade, high quality, pretty unique. And I've saved this pic for like, yeah, I don't know, more than a year, I would say. Then I stumbled upon this pic again, and then I posted basically a question on Tumblr asking who knew who made those. And then I found out, contacted her. She's based in the US. I'll link her down below so you can check her out. And yeah, she made me 2 basically different fabrics. Smell good, super soft. One is merino, the other one I don't remember, to be honest. Pretty cool look. I hope this stretches a bit because it's a bit tight on me at the moment, but yeah, over time I think this will end up nicely. But yeah, those are the two. This one is way softer. This is more structured, but still soft. So those are the two. I guess let me throw them on for you. Righty, so this is the lighter gray version, just so you get an understanding. It's pretty thin in terms of fabric. And then you have like distressing all over, which is pretty cool in my opinion. Not sure how warm it'll keep you, to be honest, but I think it looks pretty cool. So yeah, this is the lighter gray version, and this is the darker gray. And it's also a different material, right? So this is like proper wool, it's a bit thicker. The other one is merino, which is softer but thinner, basically. So it feels completely different on the skin. Both have their cool touches. I wouldn't say one is better than the other. But yeah, she usually sells her stuff on Depop. As I said, I'll link her Instagram down below, and she has a link to her Depop, so you can check it out. But it should be relatively easy to get, especially when you're in the US. And I think like pretty cool details here in terms of distressing. And I think like it'll wear in a bit after time, right? It'll loosen up a bit and be more flexible. But I think it's pretty cool product, and they're like really affordable. I actually forgot how much it was, but it was like 35 bucks each, or 30 bucks, something like that, like US dollars even. Pretty fair, and she makes them by hand. She told me like, okay, what kind of color do you want, what material do you want, you could choose. So pretty cool option and pretty unique in my opinion as well. So yeah, those were the two balaclavas that I bought. And since I'm in the balaclava mood, I thought, okay, maybe if it's like getting super cold outside and windy and stuff, like with all the distressing, it might not protect me that much. So I bought a proper balaclava as well. Right, this is from Carhartt. Not a big fan of the logo, so I'll remove the logo, I think. But I absolutely love the color. I think it's a pretty cool. Also love the shape, right? It's pretty like elongated and keeps you warm. It's like a double layer knitted, like it feels super strong, and it's like 35 bucks. So I can highly recommend this one. But again, I guess, let me throw it on for you. And so yeah, here we have the most substantial balaclava, I guess. Pretty tight at the moment. So as I said, I will remove the logo. But I love the color. I think it's still a bit of a tight fit at the moment, but the material should loosen up quite a bit. So yeah, this is definitely the one that keeps me warm in winter. Then I think it especially look cool with like a wool coat, and then you have this sort of as a contrast color. Prefer this over black as well. I think there's a black one available as well, but I think this ochre kind of color is pretty cool, and it's super thick and warm. So that was it on the accessory front. Let me show you. So I have 3 more pieces to go. So the next one that I bought is a Thom Krom white shirt. So it's a pretty basic white shirt at first glance, but then has this asymmetrical finishing at the bottom, which I'll show you in a second. I think, you know, a white shirt is something that like every man needs a white shirt, even though you might not wear it on a regular basis, but you need a proper at least one proper white shirt, I think. And I have one white shirt, which is the Elena Dawson one, but that's obviously a bit, it's not formal because it has the raw hems and stuff. So it's not that easy to wear when you have sort of like a formal occasion. So I thought, okay, I want a white shirt, but I still want something that is a bit more, has a bit more character, and not like this boring regular old white shirt. So I was thinking, okay, you could get like a CCP dead end shirt for 1,000 euros, or you could just buy something that still has character, but it's not like, I don't know, doesn't break the bank, I guess. But yeah, enough talking. Let me show you what it looks like. So this is what it looks like when worn, and immediately you can see where the personal touch comes in. And I think it's a pretty cool detail in my opinion, right? So let's say you have like a blazer on top, like that part here probably won't be visible that much. It might actually just disappear, which is kind of cool. But then even when you wear it like this, it's a cool twist, I think, to a classic shirt. And then also the material is more like a more structured cotton, I guess. So it doesn't appear that formal. I wouldn't tuck this into the pants, would leave it like this. And this is quite buttoned up. You can even like loosen up that button if you want. What I also really like is the pocket design here, right? Usually you have like the stitching on here. You still see the stitching, but it's a different opening, I guess. So even more casual, but it's still a white shirt, right? Especially from far apart, it looks like, especially if this was ironed, I guess it looks pretty formal, but then when you come close, you realize it has certain twists. And I mean, for the money, it's, I think, a pretty good deal. Pretty happy with this one, especially probably with the blazer on top. But yeah. So yeah, that was the old Thom Krom shirt. Rapidly moving on to a piece that I'm super happy with. I bought this actually like 2 months ago or something. Only wore this twice because it was so warm, but now definitely this season has come. So this is a sample piece to my knowledge, Rick Owens, of course, from the Walrus collection, which is Spring Summer 2017. Quite surprising this is Spring Summer because it's super heavy and warm. Quite the in-your-face color. Sort of like a signal red. I absolutely love it. I think the color is really cool because it's a bit wider, gives you a bit room to breathe, but then also the pattern of the knitting is incredible. Pretty long and slim fit. Not sure if there's a size tag actually. No size tag to my knowledge. Or there actually is a size tag. Oh, it's a one size. All right. I don't think this is gonna fit everybody. So this shouldn't be this is like a 52, I would say, like a slim large, slim long large. But yeah, super happy with this one. Got this for a pretty good deal. Cool guy on Grailed. Sent it to me, bought it, love it, we'll keep it. Smells good, it's warm. And the texture is pretty cool, I think. Since it's like a chunky, heavy knit, that's something that I always enjoy. Even like the Boris knits more that are more chunky even. I think it's pretty cool for winter. But yeah, again, let me throw this on for you. So this is what the sweater looks like. Feels pretty comfortable on the skin. As you can see, it's a quite elongated and slim fitting fit. Absolutely love the color, love the way the knitting goes right towards like the head basically, and then here straight. Shoulders are pretty good. Pretty long silhouette, fits me quite well, I think. Yeah, currently not wearing anything underneath. I think that's why it's probably meant to be a spring summer sweater for like the colder summer days, I guess. I'm not sure, but I think when you wear a proper t-shirt underneath, it's still quite the warm piece. And I don't know, I really love the color. I think when you wear a lot of black and you like a black coat on top, it's a pop of color that really is cool. The signal red. So that was the Rick Owens Spring Summer 2017 Walrus knit in the signal red color. And then the last piece that I have to show you is a Valence raincoat. So maybe let me give you a bit of background for this one. So as you probably know, I have like a small dog and we have to go outside with the dog 4 times a day. Doesn't matter what kind of weather we have. So I needed one coat that basically protects me from the rain. So I have one Salomon running jacket that I reviewed on this channel a while back, but it's sort of like short and I only use it for running. Like it's so slim fitting, you can't fit much underneath. So I thought, okay, kind of makes sense to buy a second coat. So I bought a Veilance, I think it's the Monitor LT coat or something. So basically long silhouette, black, thought it was seam taping, everything cool. So I bought this one brand new. And then I was sitting out on the balcony smoking a cigar, and it rained. And after like 30 minutes, like everything I wore underneath was like completely drenched. Kind of useless. I don't know why you would buy a raincoat that doesn't protect you from the rain, probably from the wind, but it's still not very useful. So I remembered the Salomon jacket that I had, and it really like, I've been in the craziest rain with this one and never got wet. The fabric that I remembered was Gore-Tex Shake Dry, which is such an incredible fabric because A, it's 100% windproof, 100% waterproof, but it also has like a texture, it feels kind of like leather, not necessarily exactly like leather, but more, it doesn't feel as artificial, I think. I checked the Veilance website, they have this same coat basically, minor changes, but with the Gore-Tex Shake Dry material, which is kind of rare and expensive, unfortunately. So it took me a while to find this one used, so it was basically brand new, but bought it secondhand. The only thing is that it's a size medium, and the other coat that I bought was a size extra large, right? So I bought it extra large. I could easily fit like a hoodie underneath, so it's pretty good. And I was 100% sure that a medium would not fit me. Body used, got the measurements, sounded good, looked good, and I think it fits me quite well. So I probably couldn't fit too much underneath, but it's still enough, I would say. Got it for a pretty good deal, used on a German secondary market. And yeah, so it's looks a bit shiny, the material. It might be a bit fully seam taped. And then you have the general crazy Valence details. And that's pretty much it. Like, there are 2 pockets in the front. It's a pretty basic coat, but it does the job. And I think like when you have to go outside, I really want to be 100% sure that I'm not going to be wet. And this is like an ultralight coat. It's packable into 1 pocket, basically. Super light, you can just throw it in a backpack and use it. And I don't know, to me, the perfect coat. I know like it's super expensive when you buy it brand new, but if you ever have the chance to buy it on a secondary market, I can highly recommend you doing so. But yeah, enough talking, let me throw this on for you so you can get an idea. So this is what it looks like when worn. It really has this like leather feeling, like you wouldn't mistake it for leather, of course, but it has a different texture. I can highly recommend you go out and check Gore-Tex Shake Dry if you ever can. But you can see the fit is quite good. Can't believe this is a size medium. Has these articulated sleeves here with the stretchy material to provide full functionality. And then it's pretty long, and that's something that I was looking for as well. That somehow protects a part of my pants, at least. If it would stop here, my pants would be wet. So this would be a disaster, but this is perfect. Has those 2 pockets here. And that's basically it. Like, there's not much more to it. Good articulated hood as well, which protects you perfectly. And yeah, as you can probably tell, it's super lightweight, which means it's packable, easy to store, fully seam taped. Also cool to wear underneath stuff, right? You could probably layer a leather jacket on top for a unique look, and then pop up the hood if you need to. Yeah, super happy with this one. Kind of noisy when you move, right? But it's, I think, usually the case with those synthetic materials. So yeah, that's the Gore-Tex Shake Dry Valence thing. So lots of pickups, lots of talking, lots of products. I'm tired. Hope you enjoyed the video, right? If you did, smash the like button, subscribe, all the good stuff. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.